My name's Joel and I love spooky rides. From ghost trains to haunted houses, the older the better. For 10 years I've been traveling the world, checking out these crazy contraptions and meeting the people who keep them running year after year. Join me on a tour of America's spookiest haunted attractions. This is American Dark Ride. It can be tough work maintaining an independent amusement park, and even harder work to keep a classic dark ride rolling. We take a look at two great American parks and the guys and gals who keep the frights coming every season.
And really carry on the tradition. It has to be made out of simple components and look like it has always been here.
They relived their childhood here.
They just don't make parks like this anymore. It's a wonderful place to come.
We get the whole family here, and a big thing here is family reunions.
You know, grew up there riding all the rides. It's part of what you did every summer.
Conneaut Lake is a perfect example of a classic American independent amusement park. They've got a beautiful traditional wooden roller coaster called the Blue Streak, and they've got a unique metal tumblebug. And of course, the 1968 Devil's Den Dark Ride. Conneaut Lake was built in 1890 and it thrived. But today, it's a shadow of its former self.
Conneaut Lake has a fascinating history. It's a very, very old park, and it was once an extremely grand place.
The ballroom, the bathing house, and the dance hall are all gone. Independent parks like Conneaut used to be dotted all over the countryside of America. In Pennsylvania alone, there were over 100 different parks you could go to. But nowadays, Conneaut is one of few, and even it's struggling. Maintenance, management, and insurance have all contributed to a decline that has seen independent amusement parks get rid of their dark rides or close completely.
There's so much to compete with now that there maybe wasn't back in the day. You know, back when this park was built in the 1800s, I mean, if you wanted entertainment, you had to come to a place like this.
Haunted rides have a special place in a lot of people's hearts. If we don't do something, then pretty soon all the examples of this classic amusement will be gone. I love to think about all the people who've ridden these rides over the years, the memories that it's created. I can remember the first time I ever went on a dark ride. It's something that sticks with you. Like going to the drive-in for the first time or playing a classic arcade game. But what keeps people coming back to these parks year after year? Is it the spooks or is it something deeper?
People will come and say, I rode that when I was a little girl, and now my daughter rode it, now my granddaughter's riding it. You know, you hear all that, so.
Up next, we talk to Tom Broadfoot and his wife Arlene, who've been keeping the Devil's Den going on the smell of an oily rag.
It's a part of the history. You know, I want to try to keep the ride as close to original as I possibly can.
He scared a kid one day. He left his bag of candy, and I still can't find that kid.
Conneaut Lake has been around for 110 years, and the Devil's Den for almost half of that. It's in good hands. Caretaker Tom Broadfoot maintains and manages the ride, and he's here almost every day.
The story goes that back in the early 20s, Elizabeth was a guest. Her and her husband, they were newlyweds, were in the hotel when it burned.
Our grandson's old clothes.
My grandson's old clothes.
When Tom Broadfoot first took on the Devil's Den, it was a mess. But people like him really care. And along with a bunch of enthusiasts from around the country, he's turned the ride into something really special. We talked to Tom about what's changed in the ride and what he wants to change.
When I first walked into the den in '99, they gave me a quick little walkthrough saying, you know, this is what you need to check, etc. None of the stunts worked. What was in there was absolutely horrid. I've had a lot of people in the past donate a lot of things. I really didn't realize how many fans the Devil's Den had until I started redoing the props.
Oi!
This is an original.
Original.
He's an original.
That is a classic.
It's also kind of the history of the ride. There's people that come just to ride the Devil's Den.
That is such a rare ride. There's only 2 gravity rides in the country, one in West Virginia and the one here.
The Devil's Den is a unique ride. It's one of only 2 left in the country. They're called gravity-propelled rides. The carts start off at the bottom, and then a chain pulls them up to the very top. The carts are then left to drop 2 stories. The only thing pushing them is your weight.
Hot day, you get some heavy people in there, that car will haul.
And it goes fast. When it gets to the end, the only thing that's stopping you is the attendant, and it's a hell of a job.
We get a lot of comments from people, oh my God, I rode the den when I was 12, you know, and now they're bringing their grandkids or, you know, they relived their childhood here.
Yeah, it's been a rocky road for the park. The park was absolutely broke. They were on the verge of bankruptcy, and it's just been a struggle ever since.
Dark rides aren't all about rickety props and polystyrene. They're about communities and memories. Join us next week as we explore another part of America's haunted history on American Dark Ride.